Hello everyone. Welcome to the Do Stamping Club live video. For those of you who aren't able to join us tonight, you will have two ways to watch it. You can watch it on our private page as a replay. I will also be uploading it to YouTube. So it feels like forever. And it has been, since we've gotten to stamp together all at once, hugging and live stamping, but I think we have a little ways to go, but the light's at the end of the tunnel, hopefully. All right, so tonight we're gonna stamp these three projects. And I think they're in the frame there. I'm no longer using my TV as my, you know what I should do? I should log in on my computer sitting right next to me. I used to connect it to my my TV, but it's it got some sort of update and it doesn't want to work as nicely. So let's see what we can do here. So bear with me. And we're getting there, Or not. Let's see. Do Stamping Club. Projects. It's like I can't even find it. Who would have thunk it? Well, we'll have to try another time to give that one a shot. Oh, I know where it is. I got it under a different spot. Sorry about that. Okay, here we are, and we are live. Yay! And I've got the sound off, so we should be good. All right, awesome. Okay, it looks like there's a couple of us here. Terry, hi Luann. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm actually gonna start with the easy one. Is this one. I love this card. It was actually, what was going on with this card? Lots was going on with this card. So if you're a part of my Do Stamping Create and Connect corner on Facebook, that is a public page that anyone can visit and join in some different activities that I post throughout the week. And one of the activities is a mystery challenge. And I put out the supplies for a card like this. And I saw lots of cards kind of come in this direction. I should say this direction. And then we had a sketch for the stars the sketch was this direction. So there's lots of different ways to put these particular products together in terms of the sizes of the pieces. And we had lots of fun sharing our ideas for that. And I will be drawing a prize for anyone who submits their card in the Do Stamping Create and Connect corner, and you use the hashtag. It's called Stamping Mystery Stamping with Dawn. So it's hashtag MSWD003. And if you do that, you'll be in for drawing for a prize. So there, we got that going. So let's go ahead and get this out. Now, before I start, I'm gonna go backwards here a little bit. This is a stamp set that we used, that actually I used for everything. So all you need is greetings for this this month's project kits. And I used the Merry Christmas. I actually used this twice, and then I used the Magic and Wonder. May Magic and Wonder bloom this holiday. So those are kind of fun. I love, love, love this. So let me talk a little bit about the poinsettia. So this is the bundle. So I like to keep my dies that are this size within my case so that they're together. And then I keep the insert that was from the dies in here as well. So that keeps everything nice and handy. I don't have to go looking for one or the other. You can buy each of these separately right now. They are not on sale. I'm going to tell you why. Because they're carrying through. Yay! So excited. But one thing that's not carrying through is the 10% bundle price. So if you love this as much as I do, you're going to want to get the Poinsettia Petals bundle and save yourself 10%. And you can do that all the way up to January 4th. And after that, it's going to go away for a little while. No, it's going to carry over, but it won't carry over in the bundle price. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so for this card, everyone got a little bit different combination of the designer series paper and the color that matched whatever paper you got. So let's open this kit here. So this is what your kit would have looked like. Would have had these pieces here. So you're going to have 2 of these because one's going to go on the inside. I'm just going to take that away right now. And then one is going to be for the outside. So we're actually going to start stamping right away. So what I like to do, just so I get this kind of lined up where I want it to be, and you could have chosen either side, but I like the pine cones. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive right there. I'm going to place it on here, but it's essentially not here. It's just lined up so I know where to stamp, all right? And we're going to stamp with, for this one, we're going to stamp with soft suede. For this one, I stamped with garden green, and I listed a variety of inks for the various patterns that I put together. Like one you might have wanted real red on, but I think mostly the garden green and the soft suede and the real red would have covered your needs. All right. So I already have mounted the Merry Christmas. So let's get this. So a tip is you want to kind of keep this as far to the right as, or the left or the right. You could put joy on the other side, but I kind of like it, the idea of it saying Merry Christmas Joy. So you want to keep that there so you have enough room to put your embellishments over here. All right. So let's get this all inked up. And we'll get this here. Bring it down a little bit. About there, looks good. Wonderful. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and clean that because we're going to need that again for another card. And then, actually that isn't so wonderful. I'm just seeing I didn't get it inked up very well. So this is why we do this, because look, yeah. This card actually has like 4 tries because you can go on the other side if you want to. All right, I'm going to do a better job of inking up. I'm afraid that my ink pad may need a little re-inking is what's probably going on, but I'm sure this is better now. And maybe I'll just give the ends a better pressing. Yeah, there we go. I'm glad I did that. Okay, now that we have that positioned where we want, I'm going to go ahead and adhere it together. And remember, this is my good one. Because, yeah, knowing things these days, I would probably put it on the wrong side. So we're going to go ahead and put that together. And we can also go ahead and add it to our card base, which for this one is soft suede. Okay, do I have a bone folder here? I do not. That's odd of me. I'm going to use my fingernail. Not as nice of a crisp edge, but better than nothing. Okay, now the fun part is the next part. So this little Joy die cut comes from this. So this is called Joy dies, okay, and they come as a bundle as well. So this product is not carrying over. You can get the dies separately, or you can buy it with the bundle. So let's take a look at the bundle here. I love the index of this. You're going to be so happy because if you like the index presented to you this way, is going to come again in the January through June catalog, mini catalog. So excited. That starts January 5th. So the Joy dies are here. They're on page 18. And I'll show you what the stamp set looks like, because I don't have mine in my hands at the moment. But it is an adorable. Love this. So what's really popular right now is these words like this. It's very trendy to just stamp them and then put them and then cut them out, because that's easy to cut, like a quick little rectangle. And just really like this card. And here's a couple samples from it. Really, really nice. Other samples I gave away to people. I know I had a couple other cute samples, but they need to go into someone else's hands who will appreciate them as well. So there you go. So both products going away, the stamp set and the dies. The bundle price is still available until January 5th, and then this product is gone. All right. So that's the Peace and Joy bundle. Stamp set with the Joy dies. Okay, so another thing that I did, oh my gosh. Okay, there's a product in the main catalog that is called Adhesive Sheets. It's in the adhesive section, and it's literally just 6 by 12 adhesive sheets. And the backing on it has 3 strips that you can pull off, so they'll be 2 inches wide. So what I did is I pulled off a strip that was 2 inches wide, and I put a strip down of the foil, and then I die cut them together. So if you're like wondering, how do I put this together? It's already got adhesive on there. So let's go ahead and take this apart. All right. There we go. And then I have my pick your tool. I'm going to use the end with the pick. I'm just going to poke out all these little extras. So if you find like this doesn't want to come off, but what's happening is the adhesive sheet is not die cut all the way through, but the foil is, and that's all we need. So I'm going to set this aside in my little garbage area. It's going to work perfectly. I'm so excited. These are the little things that make crafting so much easier and fun. So you want to get those adhesive sheets. So what you want to do is you just find an area, and oftentimes I'll just start picking at something like this corner. There we go. And can you see what it's doing? It's peeling off. It's a sticker now. I'm just going to peel that whole sticker off, and now it's super sticky. No, I love this. Are you all going, oh, yes, I need some. Yes, you do. That makes, I have to admit, these kind of dies, these letter dies and word dies, ooh, they always made me a little frustrated with doing adhesive. And so now I'm not afraid to use them. I'm happy to use them. So we're going to go ahead and put this on and give it a couple of dimensionals. And when I'm done here, I've got some other cards to show you, because I had our grandkids over. Oh, it was so nice to see them. It's been like forever because of their hybrid learning and everything else going on. So they are back to long distance learning. And it's good for us. It's not as great for them, though they seem to do pretty well. They got A's on their report cards. They're actually thriving. So we feel very fortunate about that. So they had been out of their hybrid learning for a few weeks. So we had them over. And there's our card. It's finished. So they saw this card, and I'm sad to say this paper, the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper, is sold out. I know, which is why it's one of the reasons that you need to check out the retired list. If you haven't seen it, check one of your emails. I'm sure that I've sent it to you. or not. If you want to go on to my store, there's a section for it's called year-end clearance, year-end closeout, sorry, and you'll see all the products that are either going to not come back as a bundle or go away completely are going to be in there, okay? So I had to quickly make up a new one because I was blogging. This was our sketch, like I talked about earlier, for the stars, the Do Stamper stars. We do a sketch once a month. And so I grabbed a different paper. It's called 'Tis the Season paper, but pretty much everything else I used is the same. We just had to change out some colors. So let me set this aside and show you. We made 4 cards together. It was so much fun. And I obviously haven't crafted with them in a while, but even last year, they, especially the oldest, Max, he's now 13, and he talks like this. I know, he's just done a lot of growing up in lots of different ways, so it's kind of fun watching him. But, even last year, it was like, if I wanted to make a card and I would ask him, he'd kind of go, I don't know, maybe. But I'll tell you, I said, you want to make a card with me? And they didn't hesitate. They were like, yes. They're so bored. They just want something different to do. So, made my heart just swell because I got to spend some time with them like that. So let me show you the 4 that we did. So this is an awesome sketch. Super easy. You don't even have to use the products that we used here. You could use other things. Happy birthdays, congratulations, all different kinds. So this was 'Tis the Season. We used the gold here because we felt like the gold worked a little bit better. Otherwise, we used the silver foil here. And these are the wonderful gems, which are coming back. These are the elegant gems, and they are from the annual catalog as well as just regular basic rhinestones. Cute! At least I think so. Okay, next. Let's set this aside. The next card is one of my favorites for gift cards. So let me show you how this works. All right. You should have received 2 pieces like this, a red one and shaded spruce. Some braided twine. It's real red. This is that 'Tis the Season paper. You can choose whatever side you want to use on it. And then a piece that's going to line the inside of your card, your gift card. And then this that's already been die cut for you. This is from the Hippo Dies. And you're like, Hippo Dies? And I go, yeah. So actually, I'm going to tell you a secret. I didn't buy the stamp set. Though I might be able to be convinced to get it. I love the dies. So besides some hippo and friends sort of shapes that are in there, there's like at least 6 labels, maybe even more, that are so versatile. I highly recommend getting the dies at the very least if you're not into hippos. So that's what we used here. And somewhere in here, it's probably still in. It is. There it is. It popped out. So if you're ever wondering where your embellishments are, they might still be in your envelope. All right. Okay. So let's do a little stamping here. First off, where did usually my ruler is right here. Here it is. I'm going to talk about dimensions, which are on the club page site, our private site. But as long as we're here. So this is 10. It should be 3 1/4. 3 1/4. So it's 10 by 3 1/4. And you're going to score it at 4 and 8. Okay. We're going to go ahead and take some Terra tape. And this is essentially the inside. It's going to fold up like this, all right? And on the inside small panel, you're going to use your Terra tape on the 2 ends. And that is how we're going to seal the little pocket for your gift card. Okay. Now I like to burnish my tape. It's a little easier to have it come up. Use the pick your tool again. And oftentimes I'll start in the center and work my way off with the tape. There you go. And then you'll just fold it right over. We'll go ahead and put our insert. You can write a message or you can stamp a sentiment in there. And a lot of people ask, how do I like to use my adhesive? I, like you probably just saw, on what I call the shorter end, so like this end and this end, I like to put kind of a whole strip, and then I put a little strip on each side like that. So that's actually your inside pocket. This will tuck in here, just like that. For now, I'm going to take that out because I don't want to forget that it's in there. And you'll fold it, and we can set that aside. So the top is like a holder that slides off. So you'll see that this measures 7.5 by 3.5. And this gets scored at, actually, let's do it this way. It gets scored at a 1/2 inch and 4 inch. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this because this is going to tell me which side to put my adhesive on, because we'll fold it just flat like that. So we want the adhesive right here. So I'm going to now turn it over and grab my tear and tape. So I do like to use tear and tape on projects like this that are more of a 3D stylish, because the give and take on those corners, if you want to call them, is a little more than just adding a layer to things. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove this tape. Okay, now I like to fold this in and then just fold this flat right over it. Okay. All right, next we're going to add our designer series paper. So do we want, where's our, actually we'll wait for just a second. We'll stamp our greeting. All right, the greeting is from here. Let's find that. That is here. Wonder if it'll fit on here. Oh, it will. I'm gonna pull this off, mount this, and we're gonna go with shaded spruce on this. So, are you guys ready for the holidays? Or not, but I'm feeling organized mostly for it, so that I can get things done on a timely basis. We're not having people over this year, but we are cooking dinner, and people are coming to pick it up on the 23rd so that they can feel like they still have a traditional dinner, because we typically host Christmas. All right, there we go. Cute. All right. Well, oh, yeah, I kind of thought I had the wrong green. Oh my goodness. I was like, that's a different green. It's not as dark. Good thing I got two sides tonight. Yes, yes, yes. The shaded spruce. That's what I want. We'll try again. Okay, we got this. There we go. Yay. Okay, now what we can do is now this makes it a little easier for you to decide which, yeah, I think we want this side. It just pops a little bit better. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get my dimensionals ready. And then I'm going to adhere my Sorry, there we go. I'm going to hear my designer series paper first, right in the center. So this is such a versatile gift card holder. You know, no matter what the season or the celebration, you can totally use this. I've used it for thank yous. I've used it for Father's Day, birthdays. Yeah, and now we're using it for the holidays. So I'm going to place this just right there in the center, and then this is going to go over the top of it. And I did not put my dimensionals in the center here so that this could slide still. I'm going to go ahead and bring it around to the side and tie it in a bow. All right. There we go. Cute, but it does need our little touch of rhinestones. So these are our red rhinestones that you get tons of them because they're only one size and it's the small size. So let's go ahead and pick these up. We're going to put one up here, and we're going to put a couple down here. Come on. Oh, I'm underneath the, there we go. There. See how easy that was? Super easy. Okay. Go ahead and just kind of do this to slide it in. And voila. Super cute. So again, for this particular card, you may have received one of a variety of designer series paper, but they all came from 'Tis the Season, and they all match the shaded spruce. That is something that I made sure of so that you could make this card holder just as is. What do you guys think about that? Really cute, right? Okay, so let me just clean up a little bit and we'll move on to our last one. It's kind of our technique card. And oh my gosh, I was so excited about this card, especially when it all came together. I knew I wanted to make it. It's called, well, it's called a few different things because I've seen, you've probably seen it. It's very trendy right now. It's called split circles. Some people call them retro circles. I've had other people call them just shapes, split shapes, because they've used other shapes. But we're using circles. All right. And where did I lose my greeting already? Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it? Okay, where's my Merry Christmas? It's sticking to something. Maybe it's sticking to the back of this or the front of this. Maybe you guys are going, Dawn, it's right there. It's right in front of you. And it is. Look, it was stuck to my block. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so for this, we need Night of Navy, which I thought I grabbed. So let me just grab it real quick. It's right over here. Here we go. And as long as we have the stamps set out, I think we'll just go ahead and ink up our sentiment. So here's the card. It's gorgeous. So this is the brightly gleaming paper, the blue paper that has the copper kind of specialty printing on it. This was a paper from last year that carried over, and I hadn't really got a chance to use it that much last year, but boy, have I used it this year. I am just loving it, and I am pretty sure, so that's on the retired list, and I'm wondering if it's might even be discounted. You'll have to take a look. So go ahead and mount our Merry Christmas again. We'll get out the pieces to this. This was a carryover from last year, these star designer elements. And here's all our pieces. Okay, this one I'm going to leave in here because it's in our inside. And you should have received 3 different patterns. Well, actually 2 are patterns. And it doesn't have to be the same in mine. Like you might have gotten a small one of this kind of larger star pattern, and then these smaller star patterns, you know, could be the opposite. But the center size one should be your copper foil. And then 2 banners, 1 in foil, and 1 is going to be our greeting. And then this piece was already embossed for you. This is the Dainty Diamonds. And I believe this is with the peony suite, the prize peony. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this one. I forgot what we were doing there for a second. Okay, let's get this all inked up nice. Sometimes my Night of Navy gets a little too inked up. So this is good that we're doing this first. I'm going to just hover over it a little bit better here. And make sure I'm centered. Looks good. Beautiful. This is such a pretty Merry Christmas. I love the font on there. So we'll set that aside and make sure it's nice and dry when we're ready to use it. And then that's all we need for stamping. We're going to set this aside as well. All right, so what we're going to work on first, I'm tipping this upside down just so you can see kind of what I'm doing. So I'm going to take my scissors. If you're uncomfortable with the scissors and cutting your circles straight, you could use your paper strip trimmer, but all you're doing is cutting them in half, okay? So there's 1. I'm going to make 2 piles. These are the Stitched Shapes dies, and they're the 3 smallest circles. Now, you don't have to worry that they're exactly perfect, because where this piece is, I'm going to show you, there's actually a gap between these circles and those circles. So probably the most important thing about this is just to make sure that we're going to put these together as this is one piece and this is another piece. So just make sure that your circles are evenly spaced for both sets of circles. So I'll show you what I mean. So okay, so I'm going to work on these top ones. So we're going to the right hand side. So what you can do, I'll show you as soon as I'll get my hand out of the way, but see how I left just a little bit of foil around that edge, but I lined it up the same at the bottom. We're going to do the same on this one. Okay, so to the bottom, just almost to the edge. Okay, so you're going to do the other one the exact same way, because once you turn it, it goes to the other side. You can see what I just did. So we had it like this, and it'll turn here. All right, so let's do the same thing. Repeat, rinse and repeat. This is one of those cards that you've probably kind of been seeing around, and you're like going, I wonder how they do that. Well, that's what I'm showing you today. I even wondered how they did that. And now I'm saying, you can say, how'd she do that? Meaning me, of course. And you're going to realize it's much easier than you expected. So line it up at the bottom, give yourself a small edge on the other side, and you are good to go. All right, so they're going to end up, see how those are kind of, yes, but so I don't know if you can see that very well. Let's put it on here. So if you wanted to, and you had a thinner greeting, you could put them right together. We are going to pull them apart a bit, okay? Because when this goes over it, it's going to cover a lot of it. And so we want more of it to show, okay? So let's see, that looks good. And then this one. I think I want it over just a little bit more. So I'm going to bring this one over too. There we go. So what I'm trying to do is have the same amount of space here and here, and also here and there, roughly. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so I'm just eyeing this. Yeah, that looks really close anyways. Just maybe a smidge this way. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Did I put this on the right side? Yes, I did. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there for a minute. And what we're going to do is we're going to come back to our base. Okay, this fits exactly in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that. Sometimes this foil paper does a little havoc with your adhesive. It doesn't like to stick quite as much, but we got plenty on there. And actually, sometimes it's easier to go in the middle like this. Eyeball it from end to end. That looks good. Okay. Now, make sure that, oh, that looks a little crooked. No, not bad. Okay. So make sure that your opening is this way. I received a card the other day and it was a beautiful card, but it opened this way. It wasn't supposed to, but it was funny. Okay. And now we're going to attach this right over it. And because for me, when things have a lot of texture, I tend to use lots of adhesive because I don't want it falling off. This is going to sit right in the center. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, then our thing is going to go right here. So how we're going to put this on is dimensionals. So first things first, I'm going to put on my stars. I'm going to share a little tip on why it's just easier to do this now. Okay, I want them at the end. And then the other one at the other end. Come on. Come on. Then, there we go. So see this spacing like right here? That's where I want the dimensionals to go because there isn't anything going on here. Okay, so we're going to put this here and we're going to put this one here. Okay, and that's how our greeting is going to stay on really nice. Go ahead and center that. And that looks pretty good. It's hard to see from my angle, but yep, that looks pretty darn close. Gorgeous, isn't it? I love it. So if you've got papers, if you're like, I love this paper, it's the Brightly Gleaming Designer Series paper. It's a specialty paper. So you'll want to get that before it's gone. That's our 3 projects. Wow, that went pretty darn fast. I do have a few other things I want to share with you. So let me pull those out. So the next paper pumpkin kit, December 10th. No, January 10th. You have until January 10th if you like to send heart sort of things to your customers. Sorry, you're my customer, to your friends and family. The kit this year is a little bit different. So in the past, our kind of Valentine kit has usually been a 3D item, some sort of box or wrapper or bag. It's not this year. It is all cards. So if you are the person who prefers cards, you're going to love this year's kit. It's adorable. Now, if you're going, oh, that makes me sad, I want the boxes, you can still get them. So there's an add-on for this kit. So you've noticed that a couple times throughout the year, we've done what's called an add-on. And so the add-on includes, 20 printed mini boxes with 24 decorative die cuts and labels. It coordinates with the kit, and it will be available January 1st. So that's before the kit ships even. But these things kind of sometimes can sell out really fast. So if you like little boxy things, look, they're white with black polka dots. Even if you don't use them for Valentine's, that's so cute. I love polka dots. So there's that. I want to talk about Stampin' Up's Whisper White product, which is, I don't know how, that product, I guess, is retired. It has to be discontinued because the company, their vendor that they use, due to everything going on right now, is going out of business. So they had to hustle and find a new product because we all know how we love our white cardstock. So they're changing the name to be called Basic White. It's coming from a new vendor, but it includes everything. Everything that we get in white will be replaced with Basic White now. Now, if you're like, oh no, I love my Whisper White and I want to get me some and stock up right now, you can order 2 of all these products. I'll walk through really quick with you. You can order them now. Having said that, the thick Whisper White is sold out already. Okay, so the regular Whisper White is going. The 12 by 12 Whisper White is going. The regular size envelopes Whisper White are going. The white envelopes and note cards are going. The 3 by 3, and these are memories and more cards and envelopes. So they will be returning as the Basic White product, but they just don't know exactly when. They don't know if it's going to be right away on January 5th that they'll have them or a few weeks later, but I just wanted to give you this heads up. And I think, all companies are feeling this kind of pain of businesses closing. The effects of the pandemic on businesses has been tough. So, and there's a trickle-down effect, obviously, to not only Stampin' Up, but now their demonstrators and their customers. And I feel like they're doing a really good job of trying to keep us updated and on track that we have some of our favorite products still. All right, so there's that. Oh my gosh, these are in the mail. So, because you're a club member, you were on my mailing list to receive these. So, I want to say they went out this week or late last week. Stampin' Up is mailing them. They have a service that mails them. You were selected to receive one. If you don't have it so January 5th is the date that this starts. So if you don't have it by the weekend after that, let me know and I'll contact Stampin' Up to see if I can get a replacement for you. All right? But I'm so excited. I can't show you the inside. I can only show you the outside. But I can tell you a couple things. So, Celebration is a little bit different this year. Celebration is instead of 3 months, they've gone back to 2 months. So some of you oldies but goodies out there can remember when it was just January and February. And that's how it is again. Having said that, they're going to have a second celebration. Yeah. Like in July and August. I know, pretty exciting. So they're going to have celebration twice a year. And this is their like first round, if you want to call it. So I'm very excited about it. For our club, the next time that, so the ordering will be in January, and I'll have the projects done by the first part of February. So I'll keep you posted about that. What else? I think that's it. So if you know of anyone who wants to join our club, I have a handful of openings and always open to start another club as well. We are, you know, until vaccines and things are in order, we'll continue to do long distance. I've always had a long distance club, so my local gals, you just kind of just, you know, we're clumped together in that now. So if you like to stay long distance once everything is settled down, that's just fine. And we'll see about whether and how we'll do face-to-face again. All right? All right. You guys have awesome holidays. Figure out a way to see your family, whether it's on Zoom, which is what a lot of us will be doing. And I just wish you all the best. And I'm so very thankful to you guys. I really am. Oh, I'm misting up. You really make a difference in my business, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You're loyal and you enjoy stamping as much as I do, and I appreciate you. All right, bye now.